This is ESBR Boxing, and I'm delighted to be joined by Elliot Grigg as we are giving our final predictions for the huge fight this weekend in Oklahoma as Maxi Hughes obviously travels to America, face the former unified lightweight champion George Kambosos Jr. Bit of a strange venue, maybe some may seem, a Brit against an Aussie, yet it's taking place in Oklahoma. But nonetheless, a cracking fight. Many are seeing it as a 50-50. And yeah, one I'm really looking forward to. Elliot, thanks for joining me, mate. I suppose we may as well get straight into it, get our teeth stuck straight in. This fight is, if you look at it on paper, you think Kambosos, better wins probably. So the Lopez win, even the Lee Selby win. Fought coming in off two losses though, back to back to Devin Haney. You look at Maxi Hughes, he's in an Indian somewhere. He's kind of had a resurgence of late. Wins over, Straffon, who knocked out James Tennyson. Obviously, Kid Galahad, Paul Hyland, Ram Walsh, all those kind of fighters. But this is a cracking fight, and I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on it and who you're favouring at this point in time.
Paul, we spoke about it obviously in one of our review shows as well, haven't we? And to be honest, having seen the weigh-in and seen the sort of general the way the week's unfolded, I'm of the same kind of opinion that I was previously. I still think Kambosos will win this fight, but what I would say is actually it's probably narrowed in my mind a little bit just from the demeanour that I saw Maxi Hughes at the weigh-in. Very calm, very composed, incredibly relaxed. IBO world title on the line. So yeah, I'm kind of living. I'm living on paper still, as you put it. On paper, yeah, Kambosos is the favourite for me. I'm still basing on quality of opposition, and that's pretty much it. And fighting style, I think he'll edge it, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, to give kind of my 10 cent worth or whatever, I still agree. I know both of us always remember doing the preview. We're both siding with ferocious Kambosos, and yeah, my opinion hasn't really changed. What you said there is 100% right. I mean, Maxi Hughes on the scales looked good, and he didn't look phased at all by Kambosos. Kambosos can look like quite an intimidating figure, I reckon, on the scales. With all the tattoos, the neck tattoos, and his fierce eyes like that. But now Maxi Hughes didn't look phased at all, and yeah, I'd say I'm still confident Kambosos wins this, but maybe slightly less so because as you correctly alluded to there earlier, Maxi Hughes looks like he's well up for this. I'll come to you in a second and ask I'll come to you in a second and ask how you think that fight is going to happen, how you think that Kambosos is going to win. Sorry, but do you see this as is this Maxi Hughes's? Maxi Hughes. Is this his best opponent? And where does Hughes rank in Kambosos in terms of opponents?
I think, yeah, I'd have to say Maxi Hughes is yes. I mean, obviously he's got the Galahad, victory on there as well, which was and John O'Carroll. But I think, yeah, obviously we've seen, considering who Kambosos has been in with and the titles he's held, this is for me his preeminent sort of opponent. The Kambosos, I think, no, it's obviously not. When you think of the guys that he's fought, obviously, like even coming off the run that he's been on, I mean Lopez and Haney. But you even take into account, Selby is a good fighter. Would I say Selby's better than Maxi Hughes? Probably on his day. I mean, obviously you can talk about the weight in that fight as well, but he's been in with Mickey Bay and guys of that nature as well. So yeah, I don't think it is for him. But then I suppose equally that can make it more dangerous maybe if he overlooks Maxi Hughes. But I just think, yeah, to be honest with you, I'm like you. It's narrowed in my mind as to Kambosos being favourite, but I'm kind of also shocked the number of people that seem to think that Maxi Hughes is actually favourite for this and in some sort of like betting value. I can't see it personally.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to agree. Not really much more I can say, to be honest with you. I think maybe Kambosos ranks definitely top of Hughes's list. Some would maybe argue Galahad, but you can't really have Galahad ahead of Kambosos, who was, unified champion. Beat Lopez, who's then's obviously gone up to do what he's done at super lightweight. Um, Final question, Elliot. Really, not really much more we can do. This is obviously our final prediction show. What is your final prediction? We're both on the side of George Kambosos, but how is he gonna win this fight? How do you see this one playing out? Is he going to win on points? Could he force it? Could it be an early stoppage, late stoppage, split, majority, unanimous? How's it going?
I can actually see it being potentially a close fight. I'm sort of reluctant to call for a split decision just because it seems a bit of an odd thing to say when you sort of say also Kambosos is my favourite, but I could see potentially being quite close on the cards. But I think it'll be UD. Kambosos has got 10 KOs and 20 victories. Having said that, Maxi Hughes has been stopped by significantly lesser opposition, but Kambosos isn't necessarily a puncher in that same way. So I actually can think it's going to go points. I'll go Kambosos UD.
Yeah, I agree. I did a short as well for this, given my prediction, and I was on board with the Kambosos unanimous decision as well, and still am. However, I think it's worth noting. I saw someone comment something on one of our other videos. So shout out to that person. Sorry, I don't know your name, but they did make a good point and say, you know, Kambosos dropped. He dropped Teofimo Lopez, and obviously he's got half of his wins have come by knockout. And when have we seen of late in the fights Maxi Hughes has won, he's kind of been able to post and box on the outside. Have we seen anyone put it on Maxi Hughes? So that kind of made me think if Kambosos does that, I could maybe see a stoppage. Definitely not early, more in the second half of the fight if it is to come. But no, I'm going to stick with my guns. Same as you, Elliot. So we're agreeing with each other again here for our final predictions. And yeah, I agree. George Kambosos Jr. to win this fight via unanimous decision. That's all we'll have time for, unfortunately. As much as I enjoy these chats with yourself, Elliot. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and be sure to look at all our other content, especially coming up next week as well. We've got obviously a new Fulton and new should I say, and then the big one at the weekend, Crawford Spence. We've got a big deep dive into that one, big fight breakdown. Plenty of content coming your way, but I'll leave you with thanks very much, Elliot, and I'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much, guys, and always thank you very much for watching.